Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Cancer, April 7, 2025. People are drawn to you, and can be fascinated with your point of view. There can be new insight into an old problem, and a turning point in your thinking process is in the offing. You're feeling more optimistic or lighter today, especially as the day advances. With a Sun-Jupiter transit coming into play, you're opening your mind and looking for ways to improve and develop. You can feel a sense of accomplishment or hopefulness in business and a stronger feeling of connectedness in your personal life. It can benefit you by nurturing your needs for peace, quiet, and familiarity. Driving you now is a pleasing sense that there are more options available to you. The goal is to be on top of things, particularly on financial and domestic levels. Fulfillment comes through attention to family matters and personal things. You might enjoy especially warm relations with family or loved ones, and take great comfort in the security that comes with those people, things, and settings that are familiar to you. Don't bother getting to work today or tomorrow. The cosmos are cooking up plenty of fun. In fact, because of the celestial weather, you'll have zero motivation to be productive and instead will want to relax. Embrace this magical moment. Sweet Venus, our goddess planet of love and attraction, links to mighty Mars, the planet of passion and lust. This ensures that you have incredible luck on your side to meet someone new who will satisfy your heart and your loins. Connect with others, socialize, and see what the universe has in store. Be yourself. Do not be afraid to show off the real you once the Moon in Cancer trines Saturn in your sign, Venus retrograde in your sign, and Mercury retrograde in your sign. The last couple of weeks challenged your idea of professionalism. You may have realized that you can be more personal with your coworkers and clients than you initially thought. Do not be afraid to cut loose. Today's cosmic energy is the perfect opportunity for you to let your guard down at work. You hope that hard work will be rewarded but are sometimes confused by the lack of acknowledgement from others. Sometimes our hard work is invisible to those we want to impress. This can be for reasons we don't understand at times, but the important lesson is to be focused on yourself. There is no one you need to impress. More than yourself. Put your energy into creating the healthiest body you can. Exercise, diet, and rest are the tasks at hand, every day. You might find yourself far more attracted to life's finer things on this day. Given your renowned love and devotion to your home, you may be tempted to add something new and expensive. Just try to keep your budget in mind, and avoid going gung-ho with no thought of potential consequences. You could always opt for a layaway plan if this is a wiser way to go. Don't discount second-hand shops either. There could be a treasure just waiting to be discovered. Knowing that Mars is less than 2 weeks away from your work sector and from the start of what could be the busiest months of 2025, keeping your mind and your options open ahead of the Moon's return tomorrow couldn't be more important. Instead, as the Moon makes its last visit to a playful and creative part of your chart before Mars leaves, today is all about keeping your work hat off. While today's playful and creative lunar vibes will make that a lot easier, it comes just as support from Saturn and Venus is already adding fuel to Mars' romantic and creative passions and fighting spirit. The Moon is making its last visit to your romantic sector before Mars leaves, and it's first since Venus retrograde back into Pisces last week, and the timing couldn't be better. Today's romantically charged lunar vibes are amplifying the impact from a friendly aspect between Venus and Mars that has seen the planets of love and passion link up. Cancer, emotions are tender but revealing today. Your quote of the day: vulnerability is not weakness, it is truth in motion. Your color of the day is pale blue, offering softness and healing. Lucky numbers: 4, 10, 22. You may feel pulled to retreat or reflect. Listen to that urge. Family or personal ties might feel extra important now. Protect your energy without closing your heart. A quiet gesture may mean more than words. Our eyes in the sky. Let's take a moment and just breathe together. Today is April 7, 2025. No matter how you're arriving into this day, whether with excitement, exhaustion, curiosity, or even a bit of uncertainty, this space is for you. This is your reminder that even in the chaos or quiet of everyday life, there are messages meant for you. Little threads of insight, comfort, and encouragement. So, let's see what the cards have to offer us today, and maybe they'll help shine a light on what's unfolding in your world. The first card we're starting with is the Page of Cups. This card brings a sweet, fresh energy. It's curious, emotional, open-hearted. Think of it like the wide-eyed part of you that still believes in magic, in synchronicities, in dreams that come true when you least expect them. The Page of Cups often shows up when something surprising is on the horizon, an unexpected message, a moment of inspiration, a small gesture that touches your heart in a big way. Have you been feeling a little disconnected from your creative side lately? Or maybe a little emotionally shut off? This card gently nudges you to stay open to wonder. Write the thing, say the thing, feel the thing all. Allow your heart to take the lead. Sometimes the smallest emotional openings lead to the most powerful changes. Next, we draw the Nine of Wands, and this one speaks to endurance, strength, and resilience. It often arrives when we're on the edge of something important, perhaps tired, perhaps wondering if we can really keep going. But here's the thing, this card doesn't show up when you're about to quit. It shows up when you're closer than you think. If you've been in a long stretch of hard work, or healing, or simply holding it all together, this card is here to remind you you've come so far. The worst is behind you. You don't have to sprint, but don't give up. Rest, then rise. Sometimes when we're about to break through, that's when the resistance gets strongest. But you have everything you need within you to keep moving forward. Our third card is the Four of Wands, and this brings a beautiful shift in energy, one of celebration, harmony, and joyful milestones. This card often appears to acknowledge progress, even if it's been quiet or internal. It's that moment when you realize you're not in the same place you were a month ago, or when you pause to actually enjoy how far you've come. Maybe you've been so focused on what's next that you haven't given yourself the space to honor what is. The Four of Wands reminds you to celebrate the little wins, finishing that project, making that phone call you were dreading, saying no when you needed to, choosing peace over proving a point. These moments matter. They are signs of real growth. Share those wins with someone. Let them see you. And if something beautiful does show up today, a kind word, a reason to laugh, a moment of alignment, embrace it fully. You've earned it. The fourth card in today's spread is the Queen of Swords, a powerful presence of clarity, wisdom, and truth. This queen doesn't sugarcoat, and she doesn't play small. She encourages you to speak your truth with grace and strength. If you've been feeling like your boundaries are being tested or your voice isn't being heard, this is your cue to stand firmly in who you are. You don't need to explain yourself to everyone. You don't need to be everything to everyone. The Queen of Swords is direct but fair, wise but not cold. She reminds us that real honesty, especially with ourselves, is a form of love. Maybe today's a day to journal honestly, to make that decision you've been circling around, or to have a conversation that clears the air. Lead with your truth and trust that the right people will meet you there. And finally, we're closing with the Star, one of the most hopeful cards in the deck. The Star shows up after the storm, after the breakdown, after the long night. It's the quiet glimmer of hope that says healing is happening, even if you can't see all the results yet. If you've been navigating loss, change, or inner healing, this card wraps around you like a warm blanket. It says, you're on your way. You are finding your light again. Don't rush it. Healing isn't linear, and it isn't always loud. Sometimes it's just waking up and choosing to try again. The Star also invites you to reconnect with your own sense of purpose. What lights you up from the inside? What vision are you slowly walking toward? Keep that in your heart today. Let it guide your steps. So, as we weave these 5 cards together, the Page of Cups, the Nine of Wands, the Four of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Star, what we see is a beautiful message. Stay open, stay strong, celebrate how far you've come, speak your truth, and keep believing in what's still possible. Today isn't asking you to do it all. It's asking you to be present, to trust your heart, to rest when you need it and rise when you're ready.